there. How are you guys doing this morning? I am Tracy from Waldo Thai Massage and Bodywork, and today we are going to be doing a gentle restorative yoga practice. I think it's important to do these, periodically. If your life is, particularly stressful, then, weekly, if you can do it, is great. But just, something to do periodically when you need, kind of to decompress, I guess, which I do right now. I have a ton going on in my life. And so I thought today would be the perfect day to do some restorative yoga. So if you've never done restorative yoga, it's a series of very gentle poses that we will hold for about 6 minutes each. The 6 minutes is fairly arbitrary. I don't know why I picked 6 today, but it seemed like a good idea. You sometimes when you're doing a restorative on your own, you basically just hold the pose until your body lets you know that it's time to move on. But since you're following me, you're going to do what I do, or not, by the way. You do your own thing, but if you're following along, we're going to be holding most everything for about 6 minutes. So I have lots of props and things like that I have today, so that while I'm in these yoga poses, I don't have to work at them. And that's kind of the point. The point is that you can just completely release and let go into these poses to sort of reset your nervous system so that it comes into that rest and digest, that calming, healing place where you would like your nervous system to be, versus that fight or flight. Why do I have such issues with that? Flight or fight. Yeah, I think that's what it is. You know what I'm talking about. I'm struggling today. That's why we're doing restorative yoga. Anyways, where you're all like amped up all the time and you're go, 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 and you've got so many things going on, blah, blah, blah. This is a way to just bring it all back in and let some of that crap go. So I have, and you have, whatever you happen to have. If you have a blanket and a couple of pillows or whatever, you're good to go. I myself have a couple of yoga blocks. I have a big king size pillow with a foam roller that I bought from, I don't know if you can see that, but I have a foam roller in here that I bought from Five Below for $5, whereas most yoga bolsters will run you around $50. I was a little too cheap for that, so I made my own. So stuck my foam roller in with my pillow, and now when it's this way, I've got myself a nice bolster. And then I have just another pillow. And then instead of a blanket, I just decided to wear a long sleeve shirt so that I wouldn't have to deal with the blanket and whatever. So that's what I have. Again, whatever you happen to have is going to be great. And yeah, you just kind of want to get to the point where you don't really have to work too hard at anything. So we're gonna start. I also have a little eye pillow, so that when we're in our nice long shavasana at the end, I can put my eye pillow on and just totally check out of the world. Normally, I would never have my cell phone with me during yoga because I completely like to just tune the world out when I'm doing yoga. But I have a timer on mine so that I can, so that if I'm in a pose that I'm really feeling and I really just want to stay there for possibly the rest of the day, you guys might not have that kind of time. I don't actually have that kind of time either. But anyways, that way, it's just my little reminder that it's time to move on. So yeah, so let's do this. Let's let's get restored. I am desperately in need of this. So we're going to start our restorative practice by lying on our backs. So just come onto your mat or on the floor or wherever you are, and just lie back. Let me move all of this stuff out of the way. So on your back, legs out long. So basically Shavasana. So you're kind of starting. We're starting and ending in Shavasana today. But I want you to bring one hand to your belly, kind of just below your belly button, and one hand to your chest. And then I want you to start breathing. And a lot of people, when they breathe into their chest. And so you'll feel your chest rise and fall, which is fine. But today we want some deeper belly breathing. So the point of this is that when your hand is on your chest, you want it to not move. And the hand that's on the belly, you want that to move. So as you're inhaling nice and deep and slow, you're feeling the hand that's on your belly rising up. And then as you exhale, that hand comes back down, and the hand that's on your chest isn't moving at all. So lying here, go ahead and close your eyes. And I want you just to do this at your own pace. Try to slow the breath down as much as you can, trying to take great big deep inhales and really deep exhales, making them as slow as possible. And being mindful that your belly hand is rising and falling and your chest hand is staying nice and still. And then once you kind of have figured it out and you feel like you're doing pretty good with that, if you want to just bring your hands to the side, then go for it. So, all right, so go ahead and start. Inhale and exhale at your own pace. Okay, so now we've been breathing deeply for a little bit, kind of getting the hang of the belly breathing. We'll go ahead and come into our first, official pose of our restorative practice. And we're going to come into bound angle. So reclining bound angle. So you're basically just going to bring your knees up and then let them fall open so that the soles of your feet are together and your knees have fallen open. Most people find that a little intense. So if you have a couple of yoga blocks or a couple of pillows or something like that, then you can just bring, as you've opened your knees, you can just bring those pillows or those blocks, because you don't, I mean, it's good to have the stretch, but you want it to be a gentle, nurturing stretch so that it calms the body. It knows that it's safe in this pose, and you can really just completely sink and release into it without having to work at anything. So I am going to set our trusty little timer for 6 minutes. So while you're in your bound angle, I want you just to completely let go. Just feel all of your stress melting away. This is where you need to be. This is what you need to be doing. Everything else can wait. So just completely surrender and let go into your bound angle pose. Hands can go wherever is comfortable for you. And I'm going to stop talking now so that we can completely let go. Okay, so the timer says that it's time to move on. So gently bring your knees together. If you had pillows or blocks or whatever, you can just move those out of the way. The next pose that we're going to come into is pigeon. So go ahead, and I like to come into pigeon from down dog. I find it easier, but you can get there however you want to get there. So if you're going to get there from down dog, come into your down dog. And you just give yourself a little stretch, and then bring your right knee up, layering that right ankle out, slide that left leg back. Now to make this a little bit easier, because we are going to hang out here for a while, I'm going to take my bolster and bring it in front of me, right, kind of right at my belly, so that I can just completely relax into my pigeon. And then it's a nice, gentle pigeon. So I hope you guys are all there, just chilling in your sleeping pigeon. And I'm going to go ahead and set our timer, and I will see you in 6 minutes. Happy pigeoning. So that was pigeon first side. So from here, I just like to come back to my down dog. Just kind of be here for just a second while my body just sort of takes in what we just did. And then coming into your pigeon on your other side. That's a little twingy today. Sometimes it takes my body a little bit to kind of get there and relax into this. So I kind of will just sort of rock and just kind of let my body release into this, because it is a fairly intense pose. This is the most intense pose that we will be doing in our restorative session today. All right, so whenever you're ready, just go ahead and come on down, and I'm going to start our timer. I'll see you in 6 minutes. Okay. So that's our second set of or side of pigeon. Go ahead and go back to down dog. And then from here, just go ahead and drop your knees down to your mat. We're going to come into child's pose. So I'm going to use my bolster again for this one. So I'm going to keep my toes, my big toes, together in back, and then open my knees nice and wide, and bring this bolster, my pillow, my bolster, whatever, right in between my knees. And then I'm just going to come down into child's pose and hang here for 6 minutes, maybe longer. No, I'm just kidding. We'll do it for 6 minutes. All right, and setting the timer now. See you in 6 minutes. move. So go ahead and just come up gently out of your child's pose. From here, we're going to come into legs up the wall. So just find yourself a spot where you can get right up close to a wall, and then put your legs up it. I'm gonna walk you through this. And I'm feeling like I need a high pillow for this one. So legs up the wall pose is really great for your body, something that you could do all the time. It's really great for like circulation and things like that. If there's any like swelling in your ankles or whatever, this will help with that. So I'm going to find my little spot on my wall here, and I'm going to scoot up really nice and close to it. And then I'm just going to, and then I'm going to be kind of backwards to you. So just go with me on this one. So then I'm just going to kind of slide around so that my booty's right up close to the wall and my legs straight up into legs up the wall pose. So just find yourself a comfortable spot and then just relax and let go into legs up the wall, and I'll see you in 6 minutes. Okay. Time to come out of legs up the wall. So slowly come down. All right, we're gonna come into a twist now. Facing the wrong direction. I'm all discombobulated. I don't even know what's going on. What are we even doing? Okay, so lying on your back. Once again, fell out of the way. This one we're just gonna do a fairly gentle twist. If you want a pillow for this one, you are welcome to use that. I have mine is there handy. And my timer. Where am I going to put my timer? Set it here for now. Okay, so just go ahead and bring your knees in. You can reach your arms out to a T and then just drop your knees to the right. And then you'll look over at your left hand. So knees going one direction, head going the other. If you would like, if it's a little bit more comfortable for you, you can put a pillow in between your legs. It just makes the twist a little bit more gentle. So spinal twists are really great for just like mobility in your spine, things like that. It's also good for detox. It's basically kind of like wringing out your insides. So twists are good. We're gonna hang here for 6 minutes. I'll see you back in 6 minutes.
Okay, now we're going to take our twist to the other side. So slowly and gently come back to center, kind of realigning everything. Bring your knees into your chest. And then drop your knees to the left. Arms come out to a T. Again, you can bring that pillow in between your legs if that feels good for you. Turning to look over at your right hand and releasing into your twist. All right, I'll see you guys in 6 minutes. Okay. So my restorative is running a little bit longer than I had anticipated. So I think we're just going to go ahead and go directly into Shavasana now. Is our final pose. But I need to grab a blanket, so whew, I almost didn't make it. Give me 1 second. Okay, I'm back. All right, so go ahead and find a comfortable position. Just go ahead and lie on your back. You can put the pillow underneath your head. You can put a pillow underneath your knees. You don't have to use a pillow at all. But just make sure that you're really nice and comfortable and just completely surrendering to your Shavasana. Don't fall asleep though, because that's not really the point. All right, so we're just gonna have a couple minutes, about 3 minutes of Shavasana. Oh, because I kind of got to run to get ready for my first massage appointment of the day. So once you're in your comfortable position, you can actually stay in Shavasana as long as you want. I only have 3 minutes. So I am starting my timer and I am going to completely relax and let go. We're going to release and let all of the stress and the tension just melt away as we just chill here in Shavasana.
hope that you've enjoyed this restorative yoga practice. I hope that you feel restored and maybe a little more relaxed, a little less stressed, and that you can take this feeling and keep it throughout the rest of your day, maybe the rest of the weekend. And I really thank you for joining me this morning, and I will see you on Tuesday. Namaste. All right, thank you guys so much.